this morning in the garage area. Today will be decided in the pits. Let's see if he was correct.
Boy, Ricky, that's exactly what he needed to do, was get clear of those lap cars. And now Mark is stuck on the outside. He just clears 31.
97 car of Kurt Busch is the lap car between the top two. He's back in 18th place. First car 1 lap down. Then you've got Martin, who's running second. Next lead lap car in that mix is Matt Kenseth in the yellow number 17, and he's boxed in a little bit of traffic.
Not anymore. He gets alongside Robbie Gordon, and away he goes and brings Jeff Gordon right along with him.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. has just come from the infield care center. Dave Burns is with him.
Junior, you were on your way to your 3rd straight top 5, and then what happened?
Well, I think we blew a right front tire. Felt the vibration about 2 laps before that, and it was getting pretty bad. And I just told the guys to get the pits ready that I was going to come on in. And I told them out on the front straightaway, the tire blew out going into one. Just needed another half a lap. But what a great racetrack, Kansas City. This is a lot of fun. My car was driving itself out there. Wasn't putting a lot of pressure on it or anything. It was just going around and around, and we was keeping up with them guys, and I thought he was going to get us to 3rd place or something like that and move up into points, but it's definitely going to set us back. So
you weren't injured in any way, Dale?
No, it was a hell of a hit, but I took it in stride, man, just like always.
He always does, and he'll be back again, Alan.
All right. That Junior's a piece of work, isn't he?
Go get him at Charlotte, Dale. So Junior is out while running in 4th spot. Ricky Rudd is now the leader. Jeff Gordon is trying to catch the top few. He was challenging Rusty Wallace for the win moments ago.
BP, you can go 4 wide here.
You can.
I just saw it happen in turn 2.
I did too. I saw Nemechek have a problem getting off turn 2, and they went 3 wide under him.
29. Oh, car in the wall, headed down to turn 1. Oh, that was...
How in the world?
Matt Kenseth. He hit the outside wall coming through the tri-oval and rocketed back across through traffic.
How did nobody hit him?
I don't understand that. Oh, my goodness. Now, that really looks like Skinner's car.
He came from the bottom of the racetrack at the start-finish line up to the outside wall, halfway between the stripe and turn 1, then right back across through traffic.
And that you would think is definitely a blown right front tire on something like that, for him to shoot up the track like that. Well, let's take a look.
Watch this.
Yep, blown right front tire.
There we see the tire come apart. Now, this is the amazing thing. Watch as he goes back across the racetrack. He has no steering, and these cars are going in the corner at 200 miles per hour, and somehow they miss him. How did they do that?
On board, Tony Stewart.
Did he touch him?
Yeah,
he did touch him.
Yep.
Could hear the thunk. Bill?
Yeah, he just radioed in what you've already pointed out and what we just saw, that the right front went down. Just he's very lucky, and give some credit not only to the drivers on that, but spotters that jumped on the radio in a hurry to help out their guys.
Sure did. So we're under caution again here at Kansas. It has been a rough day. This is the 11th yellow of this 400-mile inaugural.
Look, Dale, I know how you loved trucks when you were growing up, and if you want to race that big brown truck, I want you to know that I'll support you 100%. I mean, it's a nice truck, nice brown, everybody.
Dad, I'm not driving the truck.
How about some pie?
The American way of life is energy in motion. Energy powers our lives and fuels the technologies that make America go. Williams is proud to help deliver that energy through more miles of pipeline than the interstate highway system, including a fifth of the nation's natural gas. At Williams, our way of life is leading energy solutions.
Check this out. Bob here needs a car. about a pickup? A black one. With a place for my bike.
Autotrader.com. Over 1.5 million used cars, make it the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
Need a loan? Oh, yeah.
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
For the first-year intern, nothing is more versatile than the cotton ball.
You come to me on the day of your appendix operation, and yet you will not let me shave you. You show me no respect.
Scrubs premieres NBC Tuesday after Frasier.
And a good time was had by all.
Uncle Sam right there in front.
That might be Aunt Sam.
Oh, that might be Auntie Sam.
There you go.
Samantha.
Let's take a look at what has been so far a very wild Protection 1 400 at the Kansas Speedway. Our Pepsi race recap, 75,000 in on a beautiful day for this inaugural Winston Cup event. It got ugly, turn 1, lap 1. Casey Atwood and Stacy Compton got together, took John Andretti out of the race. Buckshot Jones tapped from behind into the outside wall. The cautions kept on coming. Lap number 60. Kurt Busch with a spin off of turn 4. Somehow got away with it. Didn't hit anything. Lap 68. Into turn 1, Jerry Nadeau runs over the back of Ward Burton. Todd Bodine collected. Hard crash for those two. Both done for the day, but okay. Though Mr. Burton a little less than pleased with the guy who had been behind him on the track. Compton's loose race car finally got away from him in turn number 2. Into the outside wall. He's back in the race after a trip to the garage for repairs. Bill Elliott, one of the dominant drivers, led a good bit of this race. Out, though, with an engine failure. His chance to win. Done. Move ahead, lap 184, just ahead of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Johnny Benson loses an engine, running in the top 5. His first Winston Cup win, no more. Dave Blaney and Michael Waltrip involved in a crash off of turn 4. Blaney continued. In fact, he's up in the top 10. Waltrip done for the day with damage. Then this from Dale Earnhardt Jr. Ouch. Right front down on his car into the outside wall. And now this is moments ago. Rusty Wallace through the accident. Wow.
Nice move. Good thing he had new tires on that thing. Old tires would not have reacted that quickly.
That when Matt Kenseth lost the right front tire and hit the wall on the front stretch. Wallace caught speeding, leaving pit road, busted from racing for the win, well back into the field. He restarted 17th last time by missing that wreck. He's up to 10th position. And the restart's been waved off. So let's jump to a break here. Back for more action at Kansas City in a minute.
NBC tonight, the season premiere of a new Law & Order series, Criminal Intent.
We got her. That's her blink.
Law & Order Criminal Intent premieres NBC tonight at 9/8 Central.
Dateline Tuesday, the complete story of Flight 93, where passengers became heroes. The stories you haven't heard. A special hour Dateline Tuesday.
Finding your way in the wireless world can be confusing. Choosing the wrong company or the wrong plan can lead to unexpected charges and useless features. But finding the right path is easy with Altel. For $14.95 a month, you get no roaming or long-distance charges across the U.S. and free mobile-to-mobile calling. Plus, sign up now and get a free digital phone. So head to Altel today. You'll like where you end up.
Coming up on the next ET.
They should have sniffing dogs all the time.
More details from the daytime star whose flight was forced down.
Some of the older ladies were very scared. Some of the kids started crying.
Then Dan Rather's very first interview since his tearful moment on Letterman.
Do you have any regret for crying on the Letterman show?
Plus the secrecy surrounding Jennifer Lopez's wedding and Ray Romano's connection to Joni from Happy Days.
That's one of my bizarre stories.
Next ET. Monday at 7 on Wavy TV 10.
There's a new voice in daytime, yours, and it's right here on Wavy TV 10.
Welcome back to the Kansas Speedway. 243 laps on the board. Ricky Rudd continues to lead. After qualifying on Friday, the story was dodge, dodge, dodge. But will it be that at the end of this race? Could be. Sterling Marlin last got tires on lap 185. Fuel only on his last stop. They think they're in good shape. Sterling very concerned about traffic. Outstanding run for Dave Blaney in the 93 car. Early trouble on the track. They rebounded from that. They last took tires on lap 183. But you have to remember, a majority of those laps have been run under yellow. These teams are confident in the condition of their tires. Marty?
Well, Bill, how about Benny's pick of Ryan Newman? He is in fourth and looking pretty good. They took no tires on the last stop, but look who's in second. Mark Martin is up in the second position. He hasn't sniffed a win all year long. They only have one top 10 in their last 7 races. They're not worried about Ricky Rudd, the man in front of them. The man they're worried about is behind them, Jeff Gordon, as we go back to green on the racetrack.
23 laps to go. Top 3 clear the lap traffic.
And here comes Mark Martin. He's making a bid for the lead. He's alongside Ricky Rudd, and here's Jeff Gordon right behind him.
It'll be the first time all day Martin's led if he can hold it to the start-finish line. Here comes Gordon.
Down on the apron of the Speedway. He's alongside Mark going down to 1.
Outside clear, all clear.
Rudd tries to follow him through. He'll do it. Wild exchange there.
I saw a puff of smoke from one of those cars as they came off too.
I think they might have run over a clot of oil dry that's left over from the Dale Jr. wreck, Benny. Just got up a little high. More on Mark Martin from Marty.
Well, Alan, you talked about it. He led in the first 13 races this season. He's only led 3 races since. Like we talked about in the report a second ago, they were not worried about Ricky Rudd, and there's caution on the racetrack.
Car on the wall. Dale, is that Dale Jarrett? Yes, Dale Jarrett. Into the outside wall. Caution's out. 12th time.
And there's another car involved.
Here comes Terry Labonte trying to get a lap back. His teammate will let him.
I think it was Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte was involved with that.
There it is. While they get the safety vehicles out onto the track, let's hear from the man involved in the last caution. He's with Dave.
And it seemed like Junior's tire was a bit of a surprise, but Matt, you had a little bit of an indicator you might have had a problem?
Yeah, I mean, everything was fine before we pitted, but after we pitted, something just didn't feel right in the car. I don't think we were low on air or anything, but had just a teeny vibration to it, so I'm not really sure what happened, but the tire let go, and I'm thankful it let go going into the end of the tri-oval there instead of going into 1, but we've just had a tremendously bad year. Everything's gone wrong. Even when we get the cars to run halfway decent, which isn't very often, we have something bad happen. So I was looking forward to finishing at least in the top 10 and maybe in the top 5 today, but just wasn't to be.
And you're okay?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right, he is physically okay. He has had a bad run since that 4th place finish at Michigan, Alan.
Hard crash for Dale Jarrett. Bobby Labonte also involved. Let's take a look.
Looks like they're 3 wide.
That doesn't work.
The 32 car of Ricky Craven had some damage from the wreck on lap 1, and he was on the bottom of the racetrack, and it looked like that Jarrett and Bobby Labonte were side by side and made contact going in the corner. Let's see. You saw the contact in the left rear of Dale Jarrett's car. Listen to this, folks. Oh. We missed a hard crash.
Attention centered on the Dale Jarrett car now. We'll hope he's okay. We'll get an update as soon as possible. "19 laps to go. Jeff Gordon is the leader here at Kansas. You're watching NASCAR on NBC.
Dear sir, thank you for changing my son's life. He has said that if he makes it through basic training, he'll never be afraid of anything. In my proudest moment, I will watch my son march across that field with his head held high. Thank you for bringing out the best in my child.
Graduation is just the beginning. Log on, only at GoArmy.com.
Everybody, please. I just want to thank this beautiful lady here for 50 wonderful years. Hey, let's break out the champagne, eh?
Don't miss high-flying freestyle motocross action with Travis Pastrana, plus downhill skateboarding as the Gravity Games return, next on NBC.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Working around Dale Jarrett's car down in the middle of turns 1 and 2 here at the Kansas Speedway. After the hard crash a minute ago, with he and Bobby Labonte up in the corner.
Got to watch here again that Bobby Labonte and Jarrett were just about side by side going down the straightaway, and they came up on the 32 car. And by the end car, it looked like the 88 wanted to get down and thought he was clear of the 18. And the 18 was right there, and it hung up on Bobby's right front fender, and that's what turned the 88 car.
And it almost looks to me like, you know, maybe Bobby thought they would clear Ricky Craven before they got to the corner, and at the last second couldn't get out. There's Dale out of the car, and that's good news.
That is terrific news.
That is good news. Very hard crash on the driver's side door.
And he ran the 600 miles at Charlotte with some broken ribs in May. Remember, he crashed in qualifying down there and hit the wall about like that and broke some ribs. And I don't imagine he'll be feeling too good next week for the 500-mile race in Charlotte.
An update on Dale Jarrett's condition, obviously, after he gets to the infield medical center and the doctors have a look at him. But once again, good news to see him walk to that ambulance and climb in. Let's take another look at it. This one, the onboard view from Bobby Labonte.
Here's Bobby, and there's the 32 car. He runs up on the 32 car, goes high, then all of a sudden you'll see the 88 come over to the right side because he had such a run because the 18 had to check up a little bit for the 32. They all just get to the same real estate.
I guess DJ thought that he could run Bobby in the back of the 32 and use him as a pick and force him to get out of the throttle and let him take that spot away.
This has been a very rough race. This is the 12th caution of the day. The most caution periods we've had on a super speedway yet this year. Previous number was 11 at Darlington and Dover. We've had 62 of the 252 laps run so far today, and led by the pace car. While the cleanup continues, why don't we take a break here, come back and get set up for the finish. There'll be 15 laps to go here at Kansas City.
Check this out. Bob here needs a car.
How about a pickup? A black one. With a place for my bike.
Autotrader.com. Over 1.5 million used cars, make it the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
You need a loan?
Oh, yeah.
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
The Producers of Aaron Brockovich, Get Shorty, Pulp Fiction, and the writer of Armageddon are bringing the faces of film to television. From The Mummy, Odette Fair, Traffic, Stephen Bauer, The Rock's William Forsythe, you ain't often anymore, Angie Everhart, John Cena, Vera Farmiga, and Ving Rhames.
We in business, baby!
UC Undercover premieres NBC tonight at 10/9 Central.
High above the Kansas Speedway today, the Budweiser.com airship, brought to you by Budweiser. With the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. Race fans, this Bud's for you. Coming up next on NBC, the Gravity Games from Providence, Rhode Island. Lots of wild action. Actually, we're supposed to start a little bit ago, but they're hanging on for us to get done here in Kansas City. We've had a rough and rugged Winston Cup race here today. A lot of crashes in this one. 12 caution flags so far. Going to have a pretty short sprint to the finish, and let's hear from some of the front runners, crew chiefs now, on their thinking. We go to Matt Yoakum.
Only 15 laps stand between Jeff Gordon and picking up his third inaugural race win. Robbie Loomis, you're now in the lead. Can your man stay there?
Whew, he's worked hard to get it, I tell you. I don't know, the track's real slick after those restarts when they clean the track and blow it. It sits. Seems to be real greasy. That's kind of what happened to Ricky there, so, you know, good Lord willing, we'll be able to keep that thing.
And Ricky Rudd said under the caution that he just didn't have any side bite, Wally, that he just could not get any bite with these tires. Still loose.
All right, Wally, so you're Ricky Rudd, and those are your thoughts on your car. How do you get up there and try and win this race?
If my car's loose, hang on. There's not a whole lot you can do. Plus, you're going to have cars all around you. You got somebody that's right. You've got one car that's right underneath you, and if he's behind you going into the corner, that's going to make you even worse. So
you just got to brave it out, basically.
Pretty much.
I think right now Ricky Rudd just kind of follows Jeff Gordon down in the corner and sees what happens at 24. Hope that maybe he goes down and hits some oil dry, slips up the racetrack, and he can get under him.
Marty?
Well, guys, a deal has supposedly been worked out among the top 5 cars to let the lap cars pull back, let the top 5 into the bottom part of the lane. Remember when Jeff Green got to the bottom, it was such a key part to him winning yesterday's NASCAR Busch Series race. The top 5 cars are supposed to be able to get to the bottom. Mark Martin on the radio said, "I'll believe that when I see it."
Yeah. Thanks, Marty. Deals in racing have a way of not working out.
Now, what if you're the 6th place guy? I'm going to be pretty sore.
Exactly.
We're going to have 13 laps to go when we go back racing as the field gets the double-up signal now. So if you're the guy that's the first car 1 lap down to the inside, which is Robbie Gordon, do you make that deal?
Oh, Robbie Gordon's making that deal?
Is that a deal your spotters made and you may not be completely buying in on it, or what?
I'm not buying into it. I don't know about you, BP, but I can't see that happening.
Well, I think that I probably would let those top cars go ahead and try to determine who's going to win the race, because Robbie Gordon is not going to win. If he gets his lap back, he may finish 10th if there's a big crash, whatever, but he's not going to win the race regardless if he gets a lap back or not.
But what about Mike Wallace and Kenny Wallace and all these guys that are also racing for position, and Robbie's just going to be sitting there getting off the gas and letting these other guys go? All these guys behind him are racing for position, so it'll be interesting anyway.
Deals made are often deals broken. Well, we'll see what happens. They've waved off the restart. We're not going back racing quite yet. They've got to want to run through some of the oil dry that was put down up in turns 1 and 2 another lap.
And I would imagine some of those cars in the top 5, mainly Jeff Gordon, had something to do with making another pass through turns 1 and 2, trying to get all that oil dry blown off the racetrack.
I believe they've spotted a piece of debris is the reason for the restart wave off. We're getting further word now. Going to send a cleanup truck out to retrieve it. So it'll be 12 to go when they get the green. Rusty Wallace led the most laps today. He's been out in front for 118 of the 255 so far. He got busted for speeding, leaving pit road at lap 229. Dropped him to 17th. He's picked his way back to 8th.
Now it's just, I'm still going over this top 5 thing in my head. Now it's Robbie Gordon. Now the 6th place car is Kevin Harvick.
The 5 guys, I believe Marty's report was the first 5 guys that are a lap down on the inside lane have agreed to let the lead lap cars to their outside clear them.
Okay.
Dave Burns has an update on Dale Jarrett for us. Dave?
Well, of course, the best news, Alan, was that he walked out of the car and was, with assistance, taken into the ambulance. They are going to transport him from the Speedway to a local hospital because he was briefly unconscious. That's the only news we have at this time. No news on the shoulder or arm situation, Alan.
All right, Dave, thank you.
And, well, a hit like that, BP, usually that gets your shoulder, your left shoulder, the way he went in like that, going to be sore, if anything.
Time to settle it. Hopefully, without another caution flag. We've had enough today. Gordon, Rudd, Martin, Newman, Marlin. The lap cars, Robbie Gordon to their inside.
Look at, is that
Rusty?
Is that Rusty outside, the outside?
I don't think the top 5 cleared those lap cars, do you?
The top 2 did, but Mark Martin, the third-place car, is hung up between the second-place car, Rudd, and the lap car, Robbie Gordon.
Rusty Wallace got up to 5th on the restart. He got by Sterling Marlin and Kevin Harvick.
So much for deals.
And remember, Rusty's got fresher tires than the other guys.
Ryan Newman passed.
Oh, a car in the wall hard.
2 of them.
Terry Labonte looked like he drove
It's
on.
the pole sitter Jason Leffler who's up against the fence, and it was Terry Labonte who bounced off the wall exiting the tri-oval. Caution's out. They're racing back to the yellow flag. Doesn't look like Rudd's going to be able to get up and do anything with Gordon.
Now on the restart, we will see a single file restart.
Robbie Gordon, it's a lap back. Well, we talked about a couple times today, guys winning their first Bud Pole Award, not faring well in the race. Jason Leffler was going to beat that trend until there were 10 laps to go. Check it out. Leffler was on the lead lap. Now he's going to finish somewhere in the 30s.
That's terrible. The best finish that anyone had of the 4 was 39th.
With just 10 laps to go, the field is slowing to a stop on the back straightaway. NASCAR is going to display the red flag to try and clean this track up and get the thing finished under green. The field stops. And as the fans in the grandstand understand what's going on, they approve. Here's what happened.
He lost a tire. Yeah, but if you keep, I believe he had a tire problem on that deal.
I believe it was Terry's tire that came out.
See,
and Leffler ran over it.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're right, Walt. He veered down into Terry.
Yeah.
Kenny Schrader run over the tire.
Yep. He veered down into him.
Yeah. And I was looking at that after the wreck. I said, that's an interest, to see a tire laying down there like that.
And there's Jason Leffler walking away.
What's going on with right front tires? That's the 4th or 5th one. That is Dale Jarrett being transported to the local hospital.
I don't know what's happened all of a sudden. We didn't have a problem, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 3 cars in the last 20 or 30 laps.
I don't know.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth. Now this one for Leffler.
Well, but both Jr. and Kenseth, and we see that the right front is flat on the 5 car. That might have happened when he hit the wall. But Jr. and Kenseth both told us that they knew something was wrong, and they were going to pit in a lap or so.
Something going on there.
And do we know that it was it the right front? Was it the left front on the 0-1 car? Which?
Maybe we can.
Yeah.
Get another look at it. Here's the right front right there, so it's not the right front. I think it was a rear.
He hung an awful hard left there.
It was almost like a left rear.
My guess it would be the left rear. I've had that happen to me Trust me when I tell you, they just fly around.
Let's take another look at it, see if we can figure it out. Watch Leffler's car just snap to the left.
And he comes down, gets in the right rear of Labonte, and there is the cap rolling down the apron of the racetrack. I think you're right. Well, I think it's the left rear.
Yeah. Well, let's take a break. They're under the red flag with 10 laps to go here at Kansas City, what has turned out to be somewhat of a demolition derby here in the late going.
We need a car?
A minivan.
No.
An SUV.
With leather.
Blue.
Green.
Bluish green.
Welcome to Autotrader.com. With 1.5 million used cars updated daily, it's the biggest, best used car site on the planet.
Now we need insurance.
And a loan.
Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
So, Mrs. Petty, we called Kyle to track and said, let's have dinner for two.
Dinner for two? Dinner for crew?
They're closed. Ma'am, were you on a cell phone?
Yes, I was.
Patty.
I warned you about the static. That explains everything. Here, Sprint PCS built the only all-digital, all-PCS nationwide network, so your calls will be clear.
Thank you. What about them?
I'm thinking drive-through.
2,500 minutes for $39.99 from Sprint PCS.
Find the seams. It's the splitter. No, it's the high heat. Did I lock my keys in the car? Is that Sosa? Going for my Pepsi. Sammy. The 1 liter Big Slam from Pepsi. More of the taste you go for.
Back at the Kansas Speedway, NASCAR on NBC. Sprint PCS presenting NASCAR Winston Cup Racing under the red flag with 10 laps to go after the 12th caution flag of this one has waved. What a brutal day it's been so far, especially in the late going. Field is stopped on the back straightaway. Jeff Gordon, Ricky Rudd, the top two in the championship, running in the top two places in this race. The gap was 2:12 coming in. They've both led a lap. Neither will lead the most laps. It'd be a 5-point net gain if they finish as they are now. If.
But we see the top three cars are Ryan Newman, the 02 car, is in third. Right now, Mark Martin is in fourth. But right behind Mark Martin, or beside him, sitting there, the 2 car, Rusty Wallace, restarted in, 17th position, and has worked his way up to the 5th spot with those fresh tires. But I think he's got more than fresh tires. I think he's got a little fire in his eye because he was penalized by NASCAR.
He got a couple of spots on that last restart.
Here's Rusty Wallace. And watch as they throw the green flag.
This is a top fuel start right here. That 1, 2, 3 cars?
3 cars.
The hard way. And got back in. Fortunately, he got back in, because if he couldn't have got down there, he would have been in the slippery part of the racetrack.
He timed it just
Actually,
right.
look at Sterling, got in the back of the 02 car.
That's right. Little brake check from the leader, Jeff Gordon, back, stacking the field up.
And about the same time that they had to jam on the brakes to avoid hitting each other is the time that Rusty was on the outside going somewhere.
So Rusty up to 5th place now. After falling to 17th when he got the penalty, speeding, leaving the pit road at lap 229.